Welcome to Chronically Online with G&G, the monthly talk show where we talk about entertainment and trending topics online.
I'm Grace Derovi.
And I'm Giana Ricardo.
The summer was hot and so was the drama in Hollywood.
Production companies were feeling the heat as the writers' strike continues in Hollywood.
It's also been a tough summer to be on the PR team of the Hollywood elite. Between nasty breakups and questionable contracts, I wouldn't want to be on that crisis management meeting.
In this episode, we're going to break down the sizzling scandals of the summer and the shows and movies that have been put on the back burner.
After noticing that Joe Jonas was photographed several times without his wedding ring, fans' predictions were right. It was announced that after just 4 years of marriage, Joe Jonas and actress Sophie Turner are getting a divorce.
Joe filed for divorce in a Miami courthouse while Sophie was in the UK filming for an upcoming project. Fans thought it was strange that he waited until Sophie was filming out of the country to file for divorce, and have sources close to Joe state that she was neglectful.
The divorce became a PR nightmare and Twitter is in a frenzy. What first started as an amicable split between the couple quickly became a one-sided smear campaign.
Joe's team has released negative statements about Sophie, but fans picked up some inconsistencies. Joe's team criticized Sophie for going out and not being with the kids. However, in a previous interview, Sophie shared her struggles with anxiety and being a homebody.
Now Sophie Turner is suing Joe Jonas to return her kids to England. The petition states that Jonas filed for divorce on September 1st, but Turner learned about the divorce through social media on September 15th. She also claims that Jonas refuses to return their children's passports so that they can return to England with Turner. The situation seemed like a one-sided attack from Jonas and his team that needed to remain private.
Scooter Braun was also in the headlines for several big-name stars leaving his music management.
Stars like Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, and Demi Lovato have all parted ways with their longtime manager. Some of them even unfollowed Braun on social media. Sources have reached out to all of their representatives with no answer as to why they left the music executive.
Scooter Braun's name might sound familiar due to the long-standing tension with Taylor Swift over music rights. In 2019, Braun's Ithaca Holding Company, LLC, acquired Big Machine Label Group. The deal made him the owner of 6 of Swift's albums.
In order to own the rights to her albums, Swift has re-recorded 3 of the 6 of the stolen albums so far. 1989, Taylor's version, releases on October 27th. In support of the sudden decline of Scooter Braun's clientele, Swift's longtime producer, Jack Antonoff, posted a meme on Instagram that sparked a lot of debate.
The meme said, "Not now, sweetie. Mommy is trying to figure out why Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, and Indina Menzel just fired Scooter Braun as their manager. It sounds like there's still bad blood between the two."
Speaking of shady contracts, the Writers Guild of America Union is striking for better wages and royalties from the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers.
The strikes have been ongoing since the end of March, and attempts at negotiation have had no result.
With the increase of streaming services, writers' pay has rapidly decreased, and some writers are struggling to stay afloat without a reliable income. Writers have come forward to show the residuals, which are sometimes mere pennies for very successful shows.
Primetime shows are suffering as well, many being postponed until next year. Shows like Abbott Elementary, House of the Dragon, and Stranger Things have all halted production.
Movies that were anticipated to be major blockbusters like Dune Part 2, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and Avatar 3 have all been postponed as well.
Late-night talk shows have also been placed on hold, such as SNL, The Tonight Show, and The Late Night Show. However, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver teamed up to host a new podcast called Strike Force 5. All proceeds from the podcast go to support their out-of-work staff.
Actors, writers, and directors are all collaborating in a charity auction with proceeds going toward crew members' healthcare benefits during the strike. For $2,000, you can Zoom with the cast of New Girl. For $600, Adam Scott can walk your dog. Or for $700, Natasha Lyonne will help you solve the New York Times Sunday crossword.
Drew Barrymore came under fire for resuming to film the 4th season of her talk show during the writer's strike. 3 of her union writers picketed outside her studio. Barrymore originally stood by her decision to resume the show and stated that she would comply with the strike by not promoting any film or television works. The comments under her post nearly begged Barrymore to reconsider. One comment reading, quote, "Are you going to walk past your writers on the picket line? Disappointing." Finally, Barrymore paused the premiere of her show and apologized to her team and the people she hurt with her previous decision.
Late-night host Jimmy Fallon also caught some heat and has been accused of perpetuating a toxic work environment by 2 current and 14 former employees of The Tonight Show. These employees spoke to Rolling Stone on the condition of anonymity out of fear of retaliation. They accused the comedian of being drunk at work and creating a glum work environment. A quote from the article reads, "It's a bummer because it was my dream job," one former employee says. Writing for late night is a lot of people's dream jobs, and they come into this and it quickly becomes a nightmare. Fallon has since apologized to his staff on a Zoom meeting.
Even award shows are suffering with the 2023 Emmys, which were supposed to take place on September 18th, which have now been pushed back to January 15th of 2024. The MTV Movie and TV Awards even made changes in May, showcasing a pre-recorded show after its host, Drew Barrymore, pulled out due to the strikes.
It's a shame that this strike is still ongoing because large corporations would rather push back than pay their employees a livable wage.
It's always been difficult to stay afloat in a creative field, but now these strikes are making it even harder for art to be created.
We'll keep you updated on any changes or developments in the negotiations. Hopefully there's a change soon.
But until then, we hope you stay tuned for our next month's edition of Chronically Online with G&G. See you next time.